let me kick you a situation. You're going down the highway. You get pulled over by a cop for doing 70 and a 45. I don't know why the highway's 45 miles an hour, but that's what you're doing. You get pulled over, and then the cop comes up to your window and says, hey, you know why I pulled you over? And you said, no, because no laws apply to me, or something like that. And then he says, what do you mean by that? And you say, oh, I'm a sovereign citizen, so I'm traveling in a vessel. I'm not driving, I'm traveling. You know what the cop says? He says, have a good day, be on your way. No, that's not what happens. You know why? Because sovereign citizen is a joke, and I'm going to try to understand it today. I'm going to try to get the punchline of this joke. It's going to be amazing. So a couple tabs open here. Reddit, some forum back in 2012 about when it started, I believe. I believe that's when it started. Let's look that up. While that's loading, it's taking forever to load. The 1970s. Okay, so I don't think the actual movement of sovereign citizenship, by name, was until 2012, because I think that's what this article is saying. Is on February 6th, blah, 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 held a news conference about the outgoing problem, and this was back in 2012. So, pretty much, I'm going to be looking through this, trying to understand it, making fun of it, because I think that would be funny. And, yeah, here we go. So, you're on here on sovereign citizenship, r/sovereign citizen, where there's 14,000 members, by the way, and it's created in 2013. So, just a year after the actual thing came out. There's this guy trying to sell stuff. Same guy. I've seen a few SovCits win cases, however they never won due to their antics. Yeah, they always say that they're right. Oh, where was I looking at it? Right here, it says juries did not agree that the movement constituted violence. I don't believe that, because literally, you watch court cam or something like that, and literally the only thing that the people are doing is screaming at the judge and saying that they need a maritime office or something. I don't understand it. And then it says it doesn't constitute violence, but literally this was the first justice riot for free people. So I'm pretty sure to break it down, sovereign citizenship is literally just they don't believe that certain laws apply to them, yet they want to be a free person in a country that is rather free, except for don't murder people. But even then, they don't even care about that kind of stuff. Literally the only things that they want to not apply to them is the simplest things, oh, I don't have a driver's license, or oh, my car isn't registered, or it's not mine. It doesn't matter. And it promotes the idea of individual accountability. Same, they'll be on their own and want to be on their own and not be bothered. But then if someone breaks into their house, they're definitely gonna turn to the cops and be like, "What are you doing? You're not doing your job." They literally just want to nitpick the relationship between them and the government. It comes with a variety of potential advantages to the individual. Okay, what are the advantages? Okay, the right to regain all money ever paid to the IRS. No, that would never happen. Elimination of federal and state income tax. So they just believe that income tax shouldn't apply to them. That's amazing. The inability of another person to sue them in court. They want to be more accountable, more individually accountable, yet they don't want people suing them in court. No obligation to pay a traffic or speeding ticket. Yeah, because they believe, that was another thing I've always heard, is they're not a person, they're a vessel, and then they're not driving, they're traveling, so therefore they don't need a driver's license. It's the stupidest argument I've ever heard. I love watching those cops videos though, and they pull them out and the person just screaming at the top of their lungs that they're being attacked or harassed or R-worded or something. I don't even know. An ability to discharge debt by issuing bonds. The option to dismiss anything in the area of legal business. So they can just literally just do whatever they want. Yeah, immunity to statutory, I think that's it, vehicle and civil law. So literally they just believe that laws don't apply to them, so they can just do whatever they want. It is self-proclaimed declaration. Yeah, there's no actual declaration. It's literally just a bunch of people that banded together on Reddit and was I'm pretty sure it started on Reddit. Went on Reddit and was just yeah, fun. This is what we're going to do. Because I got pulled over and I don't think I should pay the speeding ticket. That's probably how this started. And a few times has not worked, only because the cops or courts felt it was too much hassle to deal with. Scene 1, where his charges were dismissed on the merits. There was a discrepancy in the law where he was required to display a license plate but punished because it expired. The judge dismissed the charge for displaying an expired plate. The judge did still find him guilty of having a car unregistered. Wow, that's funny. I worked for a credit collection firm. It was my first summer mistake. He started spouting BS about how corporations can't sue the living flesh and blood man, name in all caps. Oh yeah, the name in all caps, I've heard of that. Like, they can't be like processed through a jail, because in jail they like, or like in jail or in court or when you're arrested, you're given like a name band or name tag, and it has your name in all caps. And like they believe that because it has their name in all caps, then it's not their name, so that they just can't be touched by anyone, because like they don't have a right to, like they're not supposed to be there because it's not their name. Told my boss about it, but I was really having to be a nice guy. I was young. I was convinced the bank to drop the suit for dealing with a wow. So literally the only time it works is when they annoy people enough that they just give up. And then they're like, oh yeah, I won because now he believes me. No, you won because no one likes you. Some might actually be con artists who never believed it, but maybe made a mistake somewhere. Yeah, but who are you conning? Who are you conning being a sovereign citizen? Like, you're not going to go up to some like 10-year-old kid with $20 and you're like, hey, if you pay me that $20 right now, I'll help you join the sovereign citizenship movement. And this guy is like, and the little kid's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, it was also, this was literally 10 years ago that this was made, and it was literally about how they had to start giving the FBI training of how to deal with sovereign citizens. I'm like, just tase them, take them into jail. Who really cares? You're being a hassle. You're disturbing the peace. So I have a problem for state and local police because, yeah, they're just crazy guys. Like, it's literally like a crackhead with religion. Like, they're just like the most unhinged, arms flailing person. Well, they obviously need training, just because, yeah, pretty outrageous things, yeah. Wait, does it have a link to what they believe? I kind of want to see this. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is awesome. Anyways. Yeah, like, right, a non-sovereign simply answers no. Yeah, where they'll answer no, and then they give you, like, a 15-minute explanation of why the law doesn't apply to them, and the cop just says, cool, and then arrests them. Like, there's nothing you can do. Like, just calm down. And this almost seems like they're trying to start their own community, which has never worked. Like, I watched a video recently that was on the r/island. That was like a group of people on Reddit that literally were trying to get an island for Redditors to go and live. And then like it turned out to be a big scam, and the person that was gonna like buy the island like just conned all of them and just took all their money and like just like kept on like harassing them. It was so funny. Because if you're dumb enough to donate like 10 grand to some random guy because he says he has an island, like you're an idiot. And then it just never works when they try to build their own place. Like Kid Nation, for example. If you ever know what Kid Nation is, I just figured out about this TV show. Is that they took like 40 kids below the age of like 15 to like 8 years old, and they put them in like a deserted town, and they just told them to live. Like they just had to survive, and it obviously didn't work because like the kids are dumb and like they need parental supervision for a reason. And then they like try to start their own like actual community, so like the government would leave them alone. It's super weird. And then there's some like pedophile on YouTube that he like literally all of his videos are just rants about how he believes that like the age of consent should be lower. And he's just you can just tell that he's just the most like annoying, disgusting person to be around. And yeah, literally all of his videos were like about how he wants to start a community in like the woods or something, where that they can just make their own laws, and so like they can have the age of consent lower. Like he was just basically an open pedophile. And like right here, they're probably just trying to start like a movement so they can create their own community where like there's no laws. It just doesn't make sense. We'll take a more violent approach. Blah blah blah. The goal of this behavior. Wow. As he flew his airplane into IRS building in Austin, entering 13 and killing one tax collector. What a psycho, dude. 100,000 people who are in this movement? Seriously? There are 300,000 people? No way. How? They must be like all from the same bloodline. Like, how are there 300,000 people that believe in this? It has close ties to white extremism. Not guilty. That's kind of nice. Like they're not like racist. They're just hillbillies, but they're not racist hillbillies, so it's fine. Is a hypocritical viewpoint. They're still trying to do a law that requires drivers that come to make course over the years. I don't really want to read that. There are target crimes that some scientists perform. Paper terrorism. What? There's certain where people associated with the SARS filled false notices of liens against homeowners. Practice as some people label as paper terrorism. Okay, that's kind of weird. Only use the idea to willingly break the law when they get into trouble. Yeah, like that's literally how this probably started. Like pulled over officers, it would be breaking put the foreground to skull. Well, this teenager got an AK-47 and started firing at the officers. Killed 2 and wounded 2 more before killing them. Holy cow, dude. What the heck? Yeah, decided to become a SARS citizen in 2003 after going through a divorce. He was really sad and wanted to go hurt somebody, so he decided to just join a stupid movement that didn't matter. That's insane. So yeah, so pretty much it's just like baloney. Like it just doesn't like apply to anyone. It's not real, first of all. It's really a joke. And then the fact that there's 14 people that actually think of it. To provide a resource like minded individuals to learn about and laugh at people who declare themselves as SARS citizens. Those who run afoul of the law. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it started on 4chan, which I never used, or Reddit. Probably 4chan because I was older. And that's probably some like 40-year-old guy that just got pulled over, didn't want to pay the ticket, so decided to come up with this crazy, outdated thing that like happened 40 years ago. So, yeah. Well, that's everything. Have a good day.